You can hear me right, Nadine? What's up? What's up? What's up? Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, y'all. Look, y'all know what? I need to take a breath. Because the devil has been busy with this on my show tonight. I'm trying to tell you. Well, we got those internet issues cleared up. We got them to the point now I'm producing now. Okay. So I'm inside studio number 2. That's where I'm at now. Okay. So we're gonna get this on and popping. But anyway, thank y'all. And I do apologize, but we get ready to get it on and popping now. So look, y'all already seen the topic, and we're going to be talking about the betrayed heart. Have you ever been betrayed? Okay. And what I want y'all to do is welcome my guest tonight. Because y'all know I put flyers up, and I like to try to make this interactive. So I always ask if anybody want to come up and have a conversation, discuss this. they do it. So I got a guest right here, and the same thing right now. If anybody watching, and if you want to come on and discuss it, it's a way that you can hide your face if you want to. I'm just saying. You want to come up and discuss what we're going to be discussing, let me know. And I think maneuver the way. I think I can put the link in the description so y'all better click on the link. I should better do that. So welcome my guest, Miss Nadine. Yes.
Hello.
Yeah. I already know. Told y'all.
We're gonna have to go Wusa.
Yeah. Oh, what is it, Nadine? Busa. What is it?
Wusa.
Usa. Okay. Well,
gotta put your hands up and go.
Usa. I'm telling y'all, it was something trying to get up here, but we up here. And thank you, Nadine, for wanting to come here and discuss this. This is a serious topic because it's a lot of people that has been betrayed in one way or another. Okay. And so let me say this. My platform that I have here, I'm all about healing. It's a safe space for ladies and men that they want to come up and share, to start their healing process. That's what my platform is about. This is a safe space. Like I said, if you want to be a guest and come up and it's a way that you can hide your face and talk, that's fine. All right. But y'all just let me know. But anyway, so as I was saying, it's at what point in life what we have been betrayed. And I'm gonna go on and start with mine first. But now first, let's talk about what is betrayal. And yes, I got my notes here. Yeah, yeah, Nadine. Yeah, Nadine. You hear me? It's okay.
Yeah, you go ahead and do it.
Oh, I can't. I done started.
Oh,
yeah, that has to be done before I start. Yep. Yeah, but it's okay. It's okay. So, what is betrayal? Yes, I got my notes. Sure do. I sure do. Because I can't remember this. So betrayal, it means it's an act of deliberate. That's what I want y'all to understand. Let me take my glasses off to say this. I can't take them off to read. I said to say it. Take them off to say it. It's a deliberate, an act of deliberate disloyalty. Okay. Now I'm gonna say that again for no one that's sitting way back in the back that can't really hear it. No, you know what I'm talking about, Nadine. No one that's sitting way back there in the back, right? They're sitting way back there. So betrayal means an act of deliberate, keep that in mind, deliberate disloyalty, violation of one's trust or confidence of a moral standard. Let that sink in. Like Miss Chambers said, write that down. Write that down. Yes. Deliberately, somebody deliberately knowing it's gonna crush it. Deliberately. That's what I mean. That's the only word that can just tells you what this is. Deliberately just hurt you. And it's a violation of your person's trust or confidence of a moral value. Now, betrayal will also cause you or me your question your ability to gain your own judgment, and it destroys confidence. Okay, now that part right now, I will admit, when you have been betrayed, and if you have not healed, yes, I can see that how it destroys a person's confidence. I can see that. So examples of being betrayal is, if a friend, if you tell me something, Nadine, and you over here now, BKBC sister, just telling them everything. See, I have betrayed you. I have betrayed you. That's an act of betrayal, because you share something with me that you haven't told anybody, and you want to put it out, you want to talk to me, you want to finally say something, and you shared that with me. So I took your trust and I went and told our other BKBCs. You see what I'm saying? You don't do that. That's a form of betrayal to you. That would be a form of betrayal to you.
To business period.
Exactly. That's a form. That is a form of betrayal. It is. So now you got to ask, what causes? Now here's a question here. What do you think what do you think causes people to betray people? What do you think?
Well, I think some people betray people because they're not loyal to themselves. And if you're not loyal to yourself, you won't be loyal to nobody else. You know, they have low self-esteem,
Yeah.
no morals whatsoever. You know, they're not about working together.
Mm-hmm.
They like more self. You know,
Exactly.
self. They say we're a team, but they're more self. You know,
Exactly.
the only time they think that you're important is when it's something is going for them out of it.
There you go.
You know.
There you go. That's it right there. Cause that's what I was getting ready to say. What causes people to betray? I got down 3 things: greed, lust, and passion. Those were the things that stuck out to me when I was doing my research on this. It had about 8, 9, 10 of them, but those, excuse me, those 3 things is what really stuck out to me. What causes people to betray? Passion.
You still with us?
In like a business.
Devil, you have no say here. Get the hands. Let this show go on. It must be heard.
For cheating, when the person is cheating or something, that's where the lust come in and passion come in. But those are some of the reasons that stuck out to me when I was doing my research about betrayal, right? So another example is of betrayal. So like if you got an uncle that's on drugs, right? You know they on drugs, but we're gonna trust them. We're gonna trust them with something, right?
Mm-hmm.
But their addiction is going to be so much overwhelming. You see what I'm saying? They're going to betray our trust. No, how? Because they're going to go in there and take our VCR. You see what I'm saying? They're going to take our VCR. They have betrayed. See, that's the way they betrayed us. But we trusted them. That's a form of betrayal also, because their addiction, is so overwhelming. They're not even caring about. Technical difficulties. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, the real DJ Monster, he's communicating with us here.
Real DJ Monster said, coming from a childhood of no value. Exactly. That's another one.
Low to no morals, lack of home training, deliberate act of disloyalty. Yes. You're right about those.
Wondering, what is the difference when you think about betrayal? Do you think about somebody lying to you? Because I realized and found out that betrayal and lying are 2 different things. Yep. So what is the difference between betrayal and lying? Lying is to hide a truth and a form of deception. You hear that? See, lying is when you're trying to hide the truth, but you're trying to have a little deception there, a little bit, right? But betrayal is wanting to portray a lie as the truth and breaking someone's heart and trust. Did you hear that? I'm gonna say that again. Betrayal is wanting to portray a lie as the truth and breaking someone's heart and trust. Why doing it?
Yeah, it's just like, if you run in business and you don't run it properly, and you have people thinking that you're one way, but yet you're a different way,
Mm-hmm.
or you treat certain people certain ways than others, you know, you're not running a good business or you're not being a good leader, because you're supposed to treat all your people that you're working with in the same way, regardless. Even if they do zero in business, you treat them the same way. You
Exactly.
know, not just because they're making the big money or the big bucks to help
Mm-hmm.
you, you know,
Mm-hmm.
but you treat the other ones that's not doing anything, you're supposed to empower them, uplift them so they will want to do something,
I got
you
you.
know.
Mm-hmm.
Then you're knocking them down, because when you knock them down, what you're going to do, you're going to lose a good team member, because that team member right there that you knocked down because they weren't doing anything might have been the best team person you ever gained,
Exactly. I get
you
you.
know.
I feel you. So
So you never knock people down, you always lift people up, build them up, because you don't know what people's situations are. Each person have different situations, and when somebody work hard for what they want and then you knock them down, that right there could definitely, you know, hurt them so bad that they'll never trust nobody else ever, just because of what you did. But if you took that same person and you uplift that person and build them up, that same person right there will take it and run with it and help so many other people.
they'll
That will help to build them up and your team up.
yeah, yeah. When I was doing my research on this, I was flabbergasted to realize that lies and betrayal was different. I've always thought a lie is the same thing as betrayal, but it's not. But see, lies may be forgiven, but betrayals can never be forgotten. Did y'all hear me? I'm gonna say that for them folks that's in way back then back. See, a lie, it can be forgiven. It can be forgiven. But when you are betrayed,
Technical difficulties again. Like I said, devil, you're not going to stop this show. It must go on. It must be said. It must be done.
betrayal cannot be forgotten. So, what do you do when someone has betrayed you? What do you do? What do you do, Nadine?
Well, I just fall back and pray.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I just fall back and pray, because you have to pray
Mm-hmm.
for that person, because getting in that person's face is not going to solve
It's
anything.
not.
So the best thing you do is pray and let God work it out.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. See, because once when we try to do it, we make a mess. We make a mess when we try to do it. Mess it all
Make it
up.
worse. Yeah,
Mess it
make it
all up.
worse. Yeah.
So, what do you do when someone has betrayed you? Um, what do you do when someone has betrayed you? First it says
Y'all
take
can let us
time.
know. Everybody that's watching, comment and let us know.
Right.
Drop it in the chat.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you do? What do you do when someone has betrayed you? What I have down here, it says take time to process your feelings. Take time to process your feelings. Okay. Accept it, accept that it did happen, accept that this person did this to you, that it happened. Admit yes to the broke to the admit yes to the person that broke your heart. Admit that person broke your heart. That's why I call it betray heart. Then you got to stand back, take a deep breath, and take an assessment of your situation now. So now you got to figure out how you're going to move. Yeah, your heart is broken. You're traumatized because what comes with a broken heart is trauma. It is. Um, y'all know what? I got my co-host. She's trying to get on. I'm sorry, y'all. Let me let
Accept
me
it and move on. Damage has already been done.
yeah, let me send this to her. She's trying to get on. I'll be right back, y'all. I'm sorry.
Go ahead and send it to her.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, but when things like that happen, it's tough. It's tough to even trust that person again. It's real tough. So it's something that you gotta both work on. If there's gonna be any chance, both have to work on it. Especially when it has to do with love and somebody you love that betrayed you and broke your spirit. It's draining. It's real draining.
It is. But see what you got to do. Okay, I've sent her the information so she can get in. And y'all, my viewers, I apologize. This is my co-host. She's trying to get in, Miss
Yes,
Janet
he
Brown.
is. God is always watching. They keep forgetting that.
Yes,
God is always watching.
most
And he
definitely.
said the battle is his, not yours.
The real DJ Monster says, accept it, and move on. The damage has already been done. Exactly. The damage.
He said life goes on. God's watching them and he's healing you. Yes, he is. Because the blessing comes from God, not from them. You're so right about that.
The other things that I had got here is express your emotions to the person if possible. Because
Mm-hmm.
sometimes, the person that betrayed you ain't trying to hear nothing from you no more, you know, and control your anger
Mm-hmm.
and do not, this is the big one, do not blame yourself. See, because when stuff like that start happening to us, we have a feeling, especially us ladies. We got this thing where, well, maybe if I should have did this, maybe if I should have done that. So we always want to blame ourselves.
Hmm.
Yep, accept it and move on. The damage is already done. That's right. And he says life goes on. God watching them and he's healing you. There you go. There you go. Right there. Life goes on. God is watching them and he's healing you. Exactly. That's a good one there. Exactly.
Yep. Sure
Exactly.
is. Sure
That's a good one.
is.
This is what you do when somebody has betrayed you. Take time to process it. You got to process some feelings now. You got to take time. Accept that yes, it did happen to you. See, because some of us walk around here and feel like, oh, my boo boo won't never do this to me, or whatever. And, oh yeah, it happened to you. So you got to accept it. You got to accept that your boo boo broke your heart.
Mm-hmm.
You got to accept that.
Mm-hmm.
Stand back, take some deep breaths, and then take an assessment of your situation on how you want to do from this point on. Once that trauma has happened, okay? And then express your emotions to the person if you can, because you probably can't. The person probably ain't want to talk to you no more.
Hmm.
And control your anger, and do not blame yourself because it's not your fault. It's not your fault. Do not blame yourself.
And most of the ones that's doing the hurting, they won't take they won't take the blame for it because
Exactly.
they haven't done anything. They blame you. But until they step up and take the blame and say, yes, I caused it, or I
Mm-hmm.
had some type of aspect of what happened, you know, then they're definitely not going to heal and they're just going to keep hurting everyone that they deal with, one after the other, because they haven't taken time out to take care of self.
And that's what
You
you
have to
got to
start
do.
with self. Yeah.
You got to take time. You got to take. Well, your heart has been broken. You have been. That's trauma, and I'm getting ready to show you. I'm getting ready to tell you why I said that. So, what causes and what you think, Nadine? What do you think? And my viewers that's watching, put it in the chat. What do y'all think that causes betrayal in any type of relationship? What do you think that causes it? Or let's put it this way, or we have somebody to do that to portray you. What do you think? What do you think?
Well, like the real DJ Monster said, sometimes upbringing of the person, sometimes the person wasn't taught the real aspect of love, of showing love. so they show it in their own way, not knowing that they're hurting somebody else, you know, and their values are so low that they don't think of themselves as anybody special. So because they're not special and they don't love themselves, they put it on others. And instead of, loving, they hurt.
Exactly.
Instead of loving, they hurt. So
Mm-hmm.
until they understand what love is, or what, not betraying other people is, or, being honest and different things like that, then it will
That's
not
right.
change. They'll just keep hurting themselves and everybody else that they deal with.
Exactly.
Because, some people think that it's okay for them to just leave this relationship and keep going and not
Is
fix themselves.
see
And that's why the same thing happened over and over again, because you
it.
haven't
It's
fixed
cycle.
yourself and you keep picking
Exactly.
up the same thing.
It's cycle. That's right, Nadine. That's right.
Mhm.
That they keep it on. Continue that cycle. Continue that cycle. Continue that
Did
cycle.
you send
Continue.
Janet the second link? Because she said she can't get in.
I
Make sure
sent it
you
to her.
send her the second one.
Yeah, I sent her the
Okay.
new link.
Yeah, she
Yeah, I
said she
sent it
can't
to
get
her.
in.
So betrayal was founded on two building blocks: deception. Not and what that is, that's not revealing your true needs to avoid conflict, and yearning for emotional connection.
Mm-hmm. Hmm. That's so true. Lack of emotional connection. That is so true. Hmm.
To avoid conflict and yearning for an emotional connection from outside of your relationship. These are just two things that stuck. It about 6, 7, 8 of them. I just picked these two that what causes a betrayal in relationship. And then then I'm gonna add. Sometimes it ain't even that. Sometimes a person just plain old just nasty. Not trying to be fun. Just plain old just nasty. So hey, it is what it is.
Hmm.
So what are the signs? Here we go, y'all. These are biggies here. So we got some signs that you have been portrayed. What are the signs of it's called betrayal trauma. Betrayal trauma. What are the signs?
Hmm. Well, some of the signs are
Yeah.
definitely you won't trust anyone else.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It don't take
Yep.
one. It only
That's on
take
my
one
list.
person to betray
Mm-hmm.
you, and once that one person betray you, that's why it's hard that you have to work on you, because a good man might come in your life or a good woman might come in your life, but because of betrayal before, it just makes it hard for you even to trust anybody else, and that might be the right person to help you through. you know so it's like, I know some situations of a young lady who her own father was molesting her for years.
Okay, see, that's betrayal. That is definitely that's called childhood betrayal trauma. I was
Mhm.
gonna talk about that. Okay,
But
right on.
what happened is she got a great husband, and with that great husband,
Huh.
it helped her to rebuild from that betrayal,
Mm-hmm.
that all men is not the same,
Right.
because of that wonderful husband that she got.
See, that's what it took for her to heal. That's what it took for her to heal. But see, the first thing it had to take for her to heal, she had to start admitting stuff and releasing stuff. You see what I'm saying? She had to want to be, yeah, she had to start admitting stuff and releasing stuff.
Mhm.
Then she did, she got out and found this wonderful man. And, I'm assuming she's doing a whole lot better. You see what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, she did. She had to open them up, because it was going to move on to her sibling, her
See?
sister.
See? Yep.
So she said, enough is enough.
Mm-hmm.
And she opened her mouth and she spoke about it.
See, you have to. And the real DJ Monster said them two right there promotes what seems to be already a broken spirit. That when we was talking about what betrayal is based upon, those two blocks, deception and those two things, that's what he's talking about. Deception and yearning for emotional connection outside of your relationship. That's what he was talking about. Those two things promotes already a broken spirit. And that's exactly right. That's a broken spirit. Hey, Barsha, thank you for coming in here.
And then he say, some women look for dads in husbands.
Yes. That's
Hey, Pasha.
that's when you have a daddy's complex. Yeah, exactly. So, what are the signs? You will be having intrusive thoughts and images, nightmares or flashbacks, avoiding behaviors, irritability or anger outbursts, insomnia, you can't sleep, fearfulness, and then social withdrawal. It was a lot more, but I chose these right here to type out because a lot of these is so true. The nightmares and the flashback. This is what we call betrayal trauma. Okay. I'm telling y'all, when I did this research, I did not.
It will be done. Patience, guys. Little technical difficulties.
Technical difficulties. Okay. And then fearfulness. Those things right there is some signs of betrayal trauma. Nightmares or flashback, avoidance behaviors, irritability or anger outbursts, insomnia, can't sleep, fearfulness. Yeah. Now, when you brought up the childhood thing, that's what I was going to talk about. The children go through trauma also, betrayal trauma also. They go through either when their neighbor has done something to them, that's a form of betrayal to them as a child, or when someone in their home has did something to them, that's a form of betrayal, trauma for a child. And yes, as they get older, they're going to see it, they're going to feel it right back again as they get older. Okay, so children go through this betrayal trauma also. Look at what happens to them. That's a betrayal. That's a betrayal to them. Their babysitter messing with them. That's a betrayal. Somebody's been keeping them for 8, 9, 10 years, and all of a sudden you're gonna do this. That's a betrayal. That's considered betrayal, child betrayal trauma. That's what I got down here. That's what it's called. I didn't know that. No, that. So what should you do? What should you what should the person, what do you think the person that betrayed you should do, Nadine? And my viewers, what do y'all think? What do y'all think the person that betrayed you should do? And the real DJ Monster said, I amplify all of that. It's a painful and disturbing process. Exactly. So what do y'all think the person that betrayed you should do?
Admit it. That's the first step.
Exactly.
Admit that they've done it and be willing to work to change it.
This is the person, so this is for the person that has betrayed you. This is what should you, the person that betrayed the person, do? Be honest. Exactly what you said. Deal with the traumatic feelings after the discovery. The person need to be willing to answer any question that the person that their heart they broken want to ask. See, if I betrayed you, if you got some question you want to ask me that day, I should be willing enough to go on and sit in it and let you come on and ask me, because might as well. It's out now, right? So might as well go. I ain't trying to ask them questions. No, ask me your questions now. That's what the person, that's what the person that has betrayed you should do. Do they do it? Nope. Do they do it? Nope. Nope. People will hurt you and break your heart and go on about their business and continue to do it to the next person.
And think they were right and hold on to their rights.
You see what I'm saying? Now you might run into a couple of ones that if they hurt you so bad and you finally, the truth finally come out, and then they're going to just any question you want to ask, they're just going to you. It might be some people that do that. It really might. What y'all think? What y'all think in the chat? Y'all let me know. It might be some people that really do that. You see what I'm saying? It really might be. It might be people that really do that. That'll let you go on and ask whatever you want to ask now. It's out in the open. They don't need me to hide now. So what you want to know? then you, the person that's asking that question, you gotta be ready to accept what you're gonna receive. Some more hurt,
Yep.
some more hurt, some more. Then you gotta ask yourself, do you want to ask them questions?
Exactly. Because
Do
some
you?
people they be say, oh, I'm ready to do this. Are you ready? And you say you ready, then they start getting like,
Right. So,
why
yeah.
did you start it? If
Right.
this gonna be a one-way thing, if you feel like you're the only person that's doing something and the other person is not doing something, well, you need just don't communicate, because your communication skill is just off. It's just whack.
Exactly.
You
Exactly.
have no communication skill because it's just a one-way street.
Yep.
So nothing gonna get accomplished there.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing. Nothing
And
at
then
all.
then the person must be willing to apologize for cheating in a sincere way to show remorse. Yeah, do that again. Do that again. Do what? Apologize in a sincere way, and I'm supposed to believe. How I'm gonna now? Okay, what is an apology in a sincere way? Y'all come on in the chat. What to you constitute a sincere apology that's showing remorse? Come on now. What y'all think?
Well,
What do
to some
y'all
people,
vision that is being?
sincere is doing the same thing over and over again. Keep apologizing for it and doing it again, and expect that they're
Exactly.
supposed to be.
Exactly.
And there's none
Exactly.
sincere about that. But in their mentality, they're lost.
Say that again.
In their mentality, they're lost.
They are lost in their mentality. That's
They
right.
have no clue. They have
That's
no
right.
clue whatsoever,
That's right.
and they're not willing. They're not willing to take the help or get the help that they need.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And
So
so
they keep on doing the same cycle over and over and
over
over
and over
again. It's just
again.
like a rapist.
It's
You rape one
over
time,
exactly. Over
you
and
say you
over
sorry.
again.
It's just gonna keep. If you don't fix it, you know,
So the real monster said, get on
get
your
on your
knees.
knees and beg.
Get on your
Yeah, I
knees and beg.
mean, a
No,
lot of
that
them
ain't gonna
do
work.
that. They
I
get
don't
on their knees and beg, but guess what? They get up and do the same thing over
and do the
again.
same exactly. I mean, that's why I wanted to know, and y'all watching in the chat, what to you would constitute a serious and sincere apology that's going to show remorse. I don't know. I don't know if I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. What do y'all think?
Well,
What,
the
because
real the
getting on your
real
knees
DJ
and
Monster says, he said, make it a goal to break you.
make it a goal to break you. Okay.
Okay,
Well,
I think that has to do with the question we asked before. Why do people betray you?
oh yeah. Make it a goal to break you.
Because
Okay,
they're trying to
yeah.
break you. Yeah.
Yeah. I get it. I get it. But I
Because
don't think
they want to be you so bad, and it's only one you.
but that thing about getting on your knees and beg, I can't buy that
Mm-mm,
one. I just can't
mm-mm,
because
mm-mm.
you can get on your knees and beg. I mean, now but let me put it this way. All right, what you left out was this right here. Get on your knees and beg, and you have that ugly cry where I mean, with that snot that's all down. See, now that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm thinking, that you really serious now, cause you all
Oh
miscombobulated.
Lord.
That's serious to me. Now,
Well,
just
you
on
know
your
what?
knees and begging,
Even with that, some of them is still ain't serious because they're actors and
really?
actresses.
Well, okay, I
Yes.
guess.
They could be bawling and boohooing and doing all that stuff running down their nose, all kind of stuff. As soon as you forgive them, as soon as they go creeping again.
Do creeping again. Now, okay, now you right about that because you got some that'll do it. Oh yeah,
Because they say, they're going to say, oh, I just get on my knees and boohoo again. She'll forgive me or he forgive me. No, it won't work. Won't work again. Devil, I told you this show is going to go on. You're not going to stop this show. So you could stop causing all these difficulties of technology. Stop it and go away. Go sit somewhere in the
you
corner.
in 2 more months and 2 more. You doing all this in 2 more months from now. You think you got me all nice and good again. Then you're gonna do it again. So that one, I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one.
You know
Monster.
what
I don't know
part that
about
get
that
me,
one.
Angela? The part that they feel that they're dating, cheating been going on all through the dating. But oh, if you put that ring on my finger, everything gonna change.
Yeah. No.
No, he showed you what he was from before. So
From the
what you gonna,
start.
really? It's just
Exactly.
gonna keep on going.
Exactly. Showed you
Because
what
now,
he
guess
was
what?
from
He
the
a
start.
husband or she's a wife, so they think, oh, I got the name. I'm good.
No, it ain't. No, it's not. Oh no, baby. Don't work like that. It don't work like that.
You're
Not
tripping.
at all.
You're tripping. You're really tripping on
So
something.
when we get betrayed and our heart is broken, do y'all ever realize that it messes with our brain? When trauma happens to us, it does. Any type of betrayal, any type of trauma, it messes with our brain.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Any type of trauma, it messes with anything that's gonna just upset our mental. It messes with our brain. This is how do you think? How do you think, Nadine? How do you think being betrayed? And in the comments, how do y'all think betrayal
Fool me
messes with
once,
the brain?
shame on you. Fool me twice. I know that's right.
Exactly.
That's the saying. Fool me once.
Yep. What do you think? How do you how do you think betrayal messes with the brain?
It messes it with it so bad. I mean, a lot of people end up in the mental ward. Some people turn to drugs. Some people turn to alcohol. Some people turn to so much bad behavior. Some people, food. Food. They eat food and keep eating it, and they can't stop.
Yes,
They turn to the bad habits. They develop these bad habits, and like I tell people, all you're doing is suppressing it. It's still there.
Exactly.
So until you
That's
deal
all
with
you're
it,
doing.
it's not
That's
gonna
all
go
you're doing.
anywhere.
That's all you're
Drinking,
doing.
smoking, whatever you're doing, all it's doing is suppressing it for that moment. As soon as you wake back up again, it's still there. So until it's taken care of, seriously, it's not gonna change. It's not gonna change. It's just gonna keep going and going and going, and just gonna pass on to the next generation. Because some people don't understand, if they don't deal with certain things, it just pass on to their children and their grandchildren and different stuff like that. Because that's what they see, that's what they're used to. Devil, I told you, get the hens. The show is gonna go on. You ain't gonna stop it. It's got to be heard. It's got to be heard. Sure do. Angela, got you frozen again, honey. But we're gonna pray him out of here. We're gonna pray him out of here. He ain't gonna stop the show. He's not gonna stop this show. Everyone keep on bearing on. Y'all know how technology is.
Flashback, nightmares.
The show must go on.
Yeah, exactly. Flashback, nightmares, depression. These are things that have betrayal messes with your brain. And
you know what? Now you mess with mine, because I see two of you.
I know. I know. I know. I didn't know which one to remove, so I just left it alone. Cause I won't remove.
I know that's right.
So I just left it right here.
Right.
So
the devil ain't gonna stop the show. It
show
gotta be
like
heard.
we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this
I
tonight.
know that's right. Gotta be heard.
So how does betrayal affects the brain? Number one, flashbacks. Nightmares and impaired sleeping. You have a nightmares, you can't sleep. This is how betrayal trauma affects your brain.
Yeah.
And what the real DJ Monster saying?
That department section of the brain assigned to that person now computes betrayal and hurt, etc. The brain shuts it down.
Exactly. There you go.
Sure do.
There you go.
Sure do.
Depression, anxiety, brain fog. And do y'all know what brain fog is? Does anybody know what brain fog is? Do y'all know? Brain fog is pretty. It's when you just do a lot of forgetting. That's brain fog. you know, and look, we talked about this in our menopause one, right? You know how, yes, you know how you have brain fog. You might put the keys here, right here, and then 15 minutes later, you can't remember where you put the keys in. You walk around,
Mhm.
see, also that's brain fog.
Or
A
you got
lot
the
of,
glasses on, got glasses on the face, and where's my glasses? And it's
oh
sitting on your
Lord, you
face.
know what? You know
Mhm.
what? Since you brought that up, I'm gonna tell you. I was with my son the other day. I didn't say nothing. He didn't hear him. I'm glad he didn't. But I'm riding me, him riding, and I said, Trail, you seen my glasses? Let me tell you what happened. I'm driving, and I went to feel my face, but look, I felt my face, and then I realized everything because I thought I had my shades on. I thought I had my shades on. So when I realized I had my glasses on, if y'all just should have seen that look on my face, that would have been $1 million picture right there. Cause I was like, oh my God, I got my glasses on. And I didn't even say nothing. I didn't even ask him, did he hear me? Nothing. I didn't want him to even know I asked him that. I sure did.
Mm-mm,
See,
mm-mm,
brain fog,
mm-hmm.
brain fog. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's what,
Yep.
that's a form of, that's brain fog. You do some forgetting, and distrust, that's the big one right there.
Mm.
Distrust and disassociation.
Mm, mm, mm.
So I'm looking at the distrust and and the anxiety and depression and the nightmares right there. These are things that affects the brain when you have had a broken heart.
Mhm.
I'm not talking about when somebody broke up with you, y'all just been together 5 months. Well, I take that back. I take that back because you never know how that person feel about that person. So I'm gonna take that back. I'm gonna reel that back. I'm gonna reel that one back in because even though you and the person been dating 5 6 months, that person really might have some deep feelings for that person. You see what I'm saying? And then get their heart broken. So I'm gonna reel that one back in. I'm gonna reel that one back in. I take that one back because I don't know how a person might feel about somebody to say that they got their heart broken. You see what I'm saying? And I don't think it need to be 8 month relationship, 2 month, 5 month, 15 years. I don't think it has to be there. I really don't. I just think it's the way you feel about somebody, and then they do something to you distrustful. They do something to you where they go back and talk about you behind your back, and then it get back to you, and they said it because it might be something in that conversation to know that the person that told you they're not lying. You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So I take that back because
That, that's why that's why when you start something, you're supposed to have good communication of what you expect from each other.
Mhm. Is
Because when it's just open like that,
is
it could be the person could just contact you because it's a bet,
mhm.
or I bet I could get her, or I
Exactly.
bet I could get him,
Yep.
and you sitting there thinking it's real because
Mhm.
he wine and dine you, making you feel
Right. And it's
special and
really
all that
not.
different stuff, and
And
all the
it's really
time
not.
it's just a
Mhm.
bet,
And it's really
and
not.
then you getting
Mhm.
all deep in it, and then he's just laughing because he's like, okay,
Mhm.
it's
And
time to
it's
move
really
on to the
not.
next one. Because I remember I was watching this movie, which it happens in real life, and he had a list. He sleeps
Mm.
with a female, and he had a list. He marked off the list when he slept with them.
Wow.
Yeah,
And
and you know what they did? One of the young lady that he did it to, she came in. And she got her little piece of thing in, and she was like, okay, I got you now. Now this is what you're gonna do. Since you think you want to have you a little list, you're gonna call everybody on this list and apologize to them.
wow.
And when he called everybody on that list, it was not nothing pretty. They was like, "What you call me for? Oh, so you
Mhm.
don't use me, and now you got what you wanted. What you call me
See?
for now?
See?
So everything was just negative." And she was like, "See, this is what you did to people. You betrayed
Mhm.
them. You
Mhm.
betrayed everyone. These females you slept with. 50 on your list. 50. Aren't you
Wow.
ashamed of yourself? You got a sister right here, and you doing this to these females. I got a book with the names and when you did it and wrote it off. And okay, next. You know." Some people have to learn. Some people have to learn. The show must go on. Stop the deceptions. Stop the betrayals. You done froze again, Angela.
Married. Or let's take some
Mm,
people can really die over a broken heart. Let's take some couples that's been married over maybe 30 or 40 years or 50
mm,
years or maybe 30 or 40 years, right? And one of them passed. Now, of course, but their spouse that's left, their heart is just shattered, right? It is a medical term called broken heart syndrome.
mm,
It is. It's a medical term called How I know that? Because I just saw it on WRAL the other day. This
mm.
lady lost her son a year ago, and that's what he diagnosed her with, broken heart syndrome. So the same thing with that spouse that has gone on. The other spouse is left behind. Now you got some that will probably just move on, but you got some that be like, I just can't live without my spouse, and their heart is just hurting. Their
It
heart is
happened.
just
It
hurting.
happened. I watched it happen to my brother. He lost his wife suddenly,
Really?
and it just took a toll on him. I mean, he cried himself. He almost cried himself to death.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Wow. See, okay, see y'all, that's what I'm talking about. A prime example right there. What happened with, with Nadine? You see your brother, Nadine?
Yeah, and now guess what? He's remarried again a year now, and he's happy once again because he worked on it and he fell in love again. But
Right.
it took him a while. It took
It
him
took him a while.
years.
Some
Years.
years.
Yeah,
Wow. But it happens. It
because
happens.
he really loved her. He was just talking to her 1 minute, next minute she was gone.
Oh no. I can
Yeah.
imagine that then. I can imagine that. Oh, I can imagine that hurt. Talking to her 1 minute, next minute she's gone. Yeah, I can
Yeah.
imagine that hurt there. Woo, I can imagine that. So now, since we talked about how people betray us and how we've had our heart broken and we just hurt it so bad. But do y'all know it's a recovery process that you can go through? It is. It's a recover. What you just said, your brother did. It took a while, but he's fine. You see what I'm saying? It's a recovery process that you can go through. It is trust me, y'all. It's a light. It's a light at the end of that tunnel that's in way down there. It's a light down there right now. Somebody that's listening or maybe watching a replay is going through some type of trauma, betrayal that has happened to them. Just understand now, you looking through at that tunnel, that light way down there, but see, you won't be able to get to it. But you gotta be ready to get to it. You gotta be ready to heal to be able to get to it. Y'all remember that now. Get ready to show you something. So this is the beginning of the recovery process. Now, when we get portrayed, we're gonna be feeling stuff like we're gonna be having stuff like trust issues and self-doubt, doubting ourselves, that's the number one thing because we gonna always think it's us, we the reason why they did what they did, and it's not it. That's not it. But 99% of the time, we'll lay right there in that bed and wonder, what could I have done? Nothing, nothing. Because what if you would have done whatever you thought you could have done? It still probably would have happened.
Mhm.
Just keep it 100, as young folks say, just keep it 100. Still probably would have
Mhm.
happened. Okay.
Yep.
So even if you choose to give your partner another chance, it will take years to rebuild trust. No doubt about that. Let's don't get that twisted. You're not going to trust him or her a year after you finally decide to get back. Oh no, where you at? Who you with? Yes, and the person that betrayed you, when they do something like that, and you try to come back together and combine back together, they need to understand that's what's gonna happen. Don't be talking about why are you asking me where I'm going. Don't you know why? Don't you understand why? But see, a person that has betrayed you, they're not gonna want to go through that. They're not gonna want to go through you. Look, when you get off work, let me know, call me. You can call me as you driving off work. They're not gonna want to go through that. But a
Mhm.
person that has hurt you and broke your heart, and y'all trying to work it out, they won't have no problem doing it if they sincere about really trying to make it work again. But that one that's not really sincere, and don't want you to be trying to find out why I'm mad, who I'm going to the mall with. Why you want to know? Cause what you done to me. Look at what you did to me. See, they didn't want to hear that. That's one of them, right?
Mhm.
So if you deal, and then this is when we was talking about childhood. If you deal with childhood trauma, and if you want to try to block it out, same thing with adult trauma. See, when we dealing with kind of trauma, we always trying to block it out, right? Or we don't want to think about it. We don't want to think about it. But it's gonna be something that's gonna trigger that to come right back. And how you gonna deal with it? How you gonna deal with it? What y'all think in the chat? Let's sound off. How you gonna deal with it? Yeah, you done pushed it down, that childhood trauma that happened, or an adult betrayal that happened, but something is going to trigger that. And you're gonna be like, what do I do? How do I handle these feelings that's going on inside me? Am I right or wrong now? Talk to me, Nadine. Am I right or wrong? You
You're
gonna do
right.
what?
You're right. Some always going to trigger it back. If
But
it's not dealt with, some going to trigger it. And if
it's,
it's dealt with, when it's
mm-hmm,
triggered, you'll know what
mm-hmm.
to do.
Exactly. But see, when you're doing that, and when you're trying to block it, right? When you're trying to block it, when you're trying to shove it down and shove it down and shove it down, that's not giving you no room to heal.
Mm-mm.
It's not. It's not. Hurt people hurt people. Hurt people hurts people.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that again for the
Because,
ones
I
that's
mean,
from
look,
way
look
back in
at
the back.
me. Look at me. I've been hurt
Wow.
from childhood till now. But many can't tell
Exactly.
because I'm one of the nicest person and most helpful
Mm-hmm.
person you'll ever meet.
Exactly. Surely is.
You
Surely
know,
is.
but a lot of people can't tell. So when I tell them my story, like you say, what? Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Nah, you playing.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But I had to deal with it. I
You
had to
had to
deal with
deal.
it.
But see, if you would have kept trying to shove it down and shove it down, you wouldn't have been able to heal. And what I mean by that, my viewers, is if you know you've been betrayed and your best friend sitting there with you, they don't know what's going on. And your best friend asks you, Andrew, what's wrong? Oh, nothing, I'm fine. I'm lying. I'm all up inside. Next person, well, are you okay? You been acting mighty. Oh, I'm good, girl. What's up? I'm good. There it go. There me go again, trying to shove it down. Trying to shove it down. That I ain't now. People do this too. That I feel. This my opinion. Everybody got one. This my opinion. I feel like people do that sometimes because they're not ready to deal with it and they're not ready to heal because it's so painful and trauma.
Yeah, you're right about that. But suppressing it is not going to help the situation. And you're going to turn to stuff they don't need to turn to keep on suppressing it. So, viewers, what do you have to comment on that question that Angela was just talking about? We have the technical difficulties again, so
But it's okay. It's
yeah.
gonna be, but you gotta be willing to. You gotta be willing to talk with somebody that you trust. But see, that's where the issue gonna come in there because you have been betrayed, and it's gonna and that person that's sitting right there holding your hand and wanting you to please talk. See, I mean, you see it in their face that they really want you to talk to them. In your heart, you probably know you can trust them in your heart, but that thing called fear is not gonna let you sit and it tell nothing. Mm-mm.
Mm-mm,
Because I can't trust
mm-mm,
you. Because you might do the same thing. I'm gonna tell you what happened to me, and you might want to go to your church and tell folks that thing
mm-mm.
that it's not gonna let you do it. It's not
I
let you.
know some people do that. Some people, you know, act like they have your best interest at hand, but
Okay, that's a good one right
they
there too.
don't. They
Yep.
don't. They just
Hmm.
want to be in your business.
Say that again.
They just want to be in your business, and with
Exactly.
them being your business, and when you share stuff with them, instead of them helping you, they kick you down more. You
Hmm.
see, there's a say that says you
Hmm.
never step on anybody going up because the same person you step on going up, will be the same person that step
Mhm.
on you
Mm-hmm.
when
But
they
see,
going up.
but what you got, what I want my viewers to understand, and my people that's gonna watch in the replay, when you watch this, if you keep pushing it down, it's gonna keep resurfacing.
Mhm.
It's gonna keep you smoking them 10 packs of cigarettes in 2 hours every day. It's gonna keep you walking to that drug man house to get you whatever. It's gonna keep you doing it because
Being drunk,
you still
being
trying
a
to shut it down.
nuisance. Yeah.
Exactly. Say it again.
Mhm. Being drunk and being a nuisance.
Yes. Mm-hmm. It's gonna keep you doing
And
that.
that's how a lot of people, because they're in pain, you know, they might go out to have a good time, but end up going to jail because of something they've done,
Yeah.
you know,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
because they couldn't control the pain. So they drank too much or they did too
Exactly.
much, and then they
Mm-hmm.
hurt somebody else, and then next thing they gone away for the rest of their life, and they're like, wait a minute.
Mm-hmm.
And when they sit and think, they say, wait a minute, just one day and I'm done for the rest of my life,
Yep. Yep.
you know? So
That's where it be. So just understand, my viewers, if you have had your heart broken and you still it might have been 5 years ago, it might have been 8 months ago or whatever. Just know now, if you keep shoving it down, it's gonna still keep resurfacing up some kind of way, and it's gonna be something that's gonna be it's gonna trigger that feeling, right? But now this is some strategies that I want y'all to listen to that can help you with your first strategies that can help you take your first steps into healing, to really healing. First, you got to acknowledge instead of avoid. Healing requires you to first come to terms with what really happened to you and who did it and what was done. Because if you don't, it's going to spill right on over into your years again
yep,
as you get older. That's
yep.
number one. Acknowledge instead of avoid. These are steps. Practice accepting difficult emotions. Now, when I saw that, you already know you got all these kind. I know you've been betrayed. You got all kind of damn feelings all in you, but see, you got. So it's when somebody get betrayed, first thing you feel is ashamed, and you feel humiliated. You feel ashamed and you feel humiliate. I could never say that word. That sometimes. Then too, you might be grieving sometimes. Those are feelings that you have it, but you got to recognize them. You have to recognize them. You have to. You have to recognize these feelings.
Yeah, because I had to do that the other day. I had to say, what have I ever done to you? That love you, be
Mm-hmm.
there for you, support you. Have I ever done anything to hurt you? So why do you think it was okay to hurt me?
Come on.
Why do you think it was okay to hurt me? The person that's there for you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Why was did you
That
get it?
person had nothing to say. They was just like
That's what I said. Did you
dumbfounded.
get an answer? Did you get an answer? See?
And this is somebody that always think they so well educated. They know
Really?
everything. Yeah.
Wow.
You know
Wow.
it's like being a hypocrite. You're
Mm-hmm.
giving people advice, but you're not taking it yourself.
Okay.
So I say, why you think that you had the right to do that? But I could do that because I have done what God has asked me to do. Pray and put them in his hands so he could handle the situation. And I've watched this person in so much, went through so much,
Mm-hmm. I bet you have, Nadine.
And guess who? I was the person that was still there. I watched this person turn to a zombie, dead man walking, no life, just get ready to be bones. And who was there to take care of them? Me.
Mm-hmm.
Me.
But you getting hurt. You know, don't understand why things happen. Yeah,
But guess
yeah,
what? They're not hurting me, they're hurting themselves.
exactly.
Because God got me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Mm-hmm.
blessed by him.
Mm-hmm.
So you could do what you want to do. When you do it to
Mm-hmm.
me, I
That's
just
right.
put you in his hands. And once I put you in his hands, the rest
That's
is
it.
on him.
That's it. That's
Because
it.
I
Once you
sit
let it
back and
go.
I watch. I
Mm-hmm.
watch and I watch things happen.
Mm-hmm.
I watch things happen and I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
this person could be okay. All of a sudden they're sick and I'm like, God, I didn't
See?
expect it to happen so fast, but
Mm-hmm.
you
See?
know,
Mm-hmm.
it's all in your hands. Once I put it there, I leave it there. But I
Wow.
ask that person, and that person always up to this day, oh, I love you. I love you, right?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Do you know what that word means?
Mm-mm.
How can
Don't
you
think
love me
so.
and betray me at the same time?
Exactly. How can you love me and portray me and break my heart at the
You
same
see,
time?
Mr. Real DJ said, get on your knees, and yeah, this person was man. This person, when they come and they talking to you, is like you believe everything that come out their mouth.
Mm-hmm.
And if you didn't know this person, you would think that this person could not do anything to hurt anybody.
No. Mm-mm.
But
Mm-mm.
because I
Can't
know
do that.
that person,
Mm-hmm.
when he come with that stuff, I'm like, yeah, okay, next.
Yeah, next.
You cheat. I know you cheat, but you're gonna tell me next.
Next. Might as well. Might as well. So here's my other thing. The other one was acknowledge instead of avoid. Practice
Hmm.
accepting those difficult emotions because you got to recognize those emotions that you be having. You're going to be vengeful. You're going to be vengeful. You're going to be sick. Might be sick to your stomach. You're going to might excuse me. You might even grieve. You know, it's you might feel. I know you're going to be pissed off, but you got to recognize those feelings and accept those different feelings. You got to do
Yep.
that, and then focus on what you need. What you need. What you need. After a partner breaks your heart, most people need some time to decide whether to end the relationship or try repairing the damage. Did y'all hear that? This isn't something you should feel pressured to do right away. Mm-mm.
Mhm.
Now, to me, yeah, you got to ask yourself. It depends on what that betrayal was and how deep that betrayal was. Okay,
Yep.
that's my opinion about that. Now, what was that betrayal, and how deep that betrayal cut you before you even want to think about trying to get back together or repairing the relationship. That's my opinion. Now,
Mhm.
that's my opinion.
Yep.
A relationship therapist can also, offer some help. Seek some relationship therapists as you begin your recovery from the initial shock, because that's what it's going to be, shock. Because you can't believe this person that you've been laying in the bed with for 15, 20 years, 25 years.
Hmm. They doing all that. I know. Stuff. It is tough. She'll be back in a moment because the message is going to be heard today. Yes, yes, yes. Thanks to everyone that's watching and who'll be watching the replay. Share, like, comment. Let's know what you feel and how you feel about this topic. Angela,
Um, those are called distressful thoughts. You know how we'll lay there and be thinking that I need to do this. I ought to do this right here. Those are called distressful thoughts. So instead of laying there doing that, why not try some aromatherapy or warm bath, right? Or listen to music, soothing music to improve your sleeping habit. I can relate to that. I can see that happening. And then, or instead of, because you don't feel like eating, I don't want nothing to eat. I don't feel like eating. Instead of skipping meals, because you might feel sick to the stomach or something like that, right? Eat a snack. Get an energy drink or something. But you know what? Don't keep yourself from food. You see what I'm saying? Don't do that. Don't do that. And then try
Yeah.
going to a favorite movie. Or watch a familiar television, because don't nothing soothe us any better than familiarity. When we are familiar with something, don't nothing soothe us much better than, because we're familiar with it. That's something we're familiar with. That's something we're gonna feel at peace with. Oh, I love this TV show. Let me sit down and watch it. Now I can enjoy this show because I'm familiar with that TV show. Y'all getting this? Y'all getting this? I know I'm a little long-winded, but I'm about finished, because like I knew
Girl,
this was,
I get in the tub. I'll put me a
yeah,
nice warm bath, and
exactly.
I'll throw me some gospel on.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
Exactly. Exactly.
Waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
And I
exactly.
relax.
Exactly.
Yes.
hmm And if you got any other things you like to do it. And
Mhm.
like I said, therapy, we deal with trauma. That's already a hard. That's already a hard thing for us to even confront and even phantom and even swallow away. That's already hard enough right there. Okay, it's already hard enough. But you gotta begin your healing by acknowledging it, and then you gotta work through those things. Bottom line is this right here, y'all. Do y'all see what I got screwed? Can be severe. I'm gonna say it again. When someone you love and trust does something to break your heart, the resulting trauma can be severe, but you can heal and come back stronger. Stay consistent. There we go. That's right. Stay consistent. Uh-huh. Do y'all see what I got? I'm bottom line of this now. When someone you love and trust does something to break your heart, the resulting trauma, it can be severe, but you can heal and come back stronger. Let that sink
Amen.
in. Let that sink in.
Amen.
Let that sink in.
Amen.
You can come back stronger.
Especially the right person helping you. Especially the right person helping you.
Remember,
Especially if it's somebody that's been through the trauma and they've been through the betrayal.
mm-hmm.
They know how you feel.
Remember,
So when you have the right person helping you,
yes,
because when somebody's been through it, they could definitely walk you through it.
yes, and it's nothing like having a good support system. You got so many families that when they know something is going on with you, oh, I ain't gonna get all involved in that. You
Mhm.
can't do that. People need
Mm-mm.
support. People
Mm-mm.
need support. And you don't need nobody that's gonna point you're gonna be talking about you neither. You don't need that neither.
Mhm.
Nope, you don't
Mhm.
need that neither, because it is what it is. But y'all
Yep.
remember, I told y'all I was gonna tell y'all how I was betrayed. I'm ready to.
Thanks for your patience, everyone. all the technical difficulties, we still getting through the subject and the topic because it had to be heard. She will be back.
Unbeknownst to me,
She will be
um,
back.
here I am. You see me now? All right. So as I was saying, I checked out of school because I was through with my class. He played football. And when I checked out of school, um, I usually go to his mama house, just sit with her a little bit. But that particular day, she won't home. So when I drove up, I saw his car there. I'm like, huh? So when I knocked on the door, my best friend opened the door. Yes.
Mm.
And they tried to explain this and one about it there, but them two. I'm thinking like, wait a minute now, you both have been in school, you see what I'm saying? So that was betrayal to me. That was a form of yeah. She opened the door and I'm like, okay, what is going on here? And the sad part about it, I felt I thought he was gonna take my side or something. He trying to argue with me. What you doing here? You see what I'm saying? Try to play it off. Try to play it off. You see what I'm saying? But eventually, of course, I got over because it was 11th or 12th grade, I think it was. But see, that's a form of betrayal. My best friend betrayed me. They betrayed me. They really did. They betrayed me. And of course, like I said, it's been years ago, but that's a form of betrayal.
Yeah.
How thinking, I'm thinking his mom go to the door deal with her, and I'm like, and it took him a while to come to the door. Okay, so I'm not stupid. I already knew obviously something was going on. You see what I'm saying? So of course I left, because I'm not gonna stand there and I asked some questions, I won't get no answers, so I'm going about my business. Okay. Prime example how the person that portrayed you, how you ask questions, see, I won't get no answers. So I knew to leave. I
Mhm.
knew to leave. So yes,
Yeah. That's it.
I told you, yeah, that's just betrayal. Ain't no form, ain't
Or
no
they
if,
try to
ain't
turn it on you. When you ask a
yep,
question, they try to turn it on you. It
sure
wasn't
did.
about me, honey.
Sure did. Yeah, he
The
tried to
question
turn it
was
on me.
to you.
Yeah, want to fuss with me like I'm in the wrong. But that's what happened. They'll try to switch it on you if you're not careful. But
Yeah.
yeah, that's how Miss J got
But you know
that's
what,
betrayal.
too? Another big form of betrayal that I've seen is people serving the military. They tell
Hmm.
you one thing. They'll tell you one thing to get you in. It's a totally different thing when you get in, you know? And they program you, but they don't deprogram you after you get out. Because there's so much people that's dealing with PTSD
What?
and so much trauma and so much stuff. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
PTSD is nothing to play with. It's nothing
Yeah.
to play with
Yeah.
because people see their own friend get killed in front of them. You know, got shot, they held them, they died in their arm. They see children getting killed. They
Mm-hmm.
see women getting killed.
Mm-hmm.
They see all sort of different things. So many different things. Biggest betrayal. My biggest betrayal is for the military.
Mm-hmm.
When I got sexually assaulted, and my lieutenant looked at me with 21 stitches over my eyes and a black eye with a broken retina and expect me to come to work. And then had the nerve to say, I said to him, I say, what if I was your daughter and this happened to me? He said, you're not my daughter. I say, you know what? I'm blessed. I'm going to be blessed. But you will be dealt with. That same lieutenant was kicked out the military.
Wow.
I got my honorable. He didn't. You know? So when you go through trauma and people are not there for you,
Mm-hmm.
it hurts. It
Yeah.
really hurts. And that day when that happened, I went to them. I said, "Look, I've done my term. I've done my time. I quit. I won out. I won my honorable. Let's get it done."
Mm-hmm.
They couldn't do anything because I know the UCMJ at the back of my hands.
Yeah.
And I knew
Okay.
what article
Mm-hmm.
to knock them with if they tried.
Wow. Wow.
But that thing right there
Yeah.
really, really, really was the biggest betrayal for me in the military, plus other things. But whew,
Yeah.
that right
So
there,
did you recognize that what I was discussing? Did you recognize those feelings and stuff I was caught? Okay, so yeah, you was going through that. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
yep. And it was
Wow.
by a neighbor,
Wow.
somebody I look out for, somebody who I give open ears to. Yeah, they
Mm.
let me know that they wanted to be with me, but I say, hey, I'm with somebody already. It's not possible. They say, okay, that's good. But they had that, I don't know what it was, lust or whatever it was. I don't know what it
Yeah.
was,
Yeah.
to make him think that he could hit me over the head. And I
Woo.
did not know that I got hit with a gun.
What?
Yes. And it's
Wow.
not like I did anything to give him that, because if he come to visit me, I got two couches, one over here, one over here. You know where he is? He over here. I'm way over here.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I don't hug him when he comes in,
Mm-hmm.
because I'm not trying to give him any type of intention to say that you caused this or
Right.
you did that. I was
Mm-hmm.
always fully clothed. So there was nothing he could say, oh, you was always dressing sexy or this. And even if I was, it's not your business.
Exactly. Exactly. That's
But
what
when
society
the
say.
lawyer showed me the pictures, I was like, is that
You
my face? And they
wow.
said, you're going to have to get surgery. I say, you know what? No, I will not get surgery on my eyes. And guess what? Looking at me today, y'all could never tell that happened.
Sure can't. Sure can't.
And God has healed it. And I never had surgery. I had a broken retina in my eyes.
Ooh.
Yes. And 21 stitches over my face right here. The hair covers it a little bit, but 21 stitches.
And you didn't even realize you had got hit with a gun.
Mm-mm.
Wow.
I just know
Mm.
that I know that I felt the hit. I was unconscious, and he was on top of me when I came to. I was like, "Why are you doing this?" He said, "That's how bad he wanted me," and I was like, "You could have just asked. It'd have been better if I gave you a little bit than you did what you did." So guess what? 45 years in jail he got. So I hope that has taught him a lesson. Don't know if he's alive until this day, but I hope he's learned from that. And everybody else who decide that they want to take from somebody what don't belong to them.
I really enjoyed this segment. I am so sorry we stayed over time. But one
You
thing
gotta
about
be
my
heard. Gotta be
yes,
heard.
exactly. One thing about my platform again, when I come up here with guests, or I might be here sometimes just talking, but when I have guests and I have serious topics that I like to talk about, Miss J is all about somebody listening to this and trying to heal from it, trying to get some information. No, I'm not telling you stuff. I'm not saying stuff that we ain't never been. I'm telling you stuff that some of us may have been through or may have experienced or may have felt. You see what I'm saying? Because somewhere down the line, somebody been betrayed somewhere sometimes. Somebody have in some kind of way. Somebody been betrayed and had a broken heart. And I wanted to do this segment. I wanted to do this segment because somebody needed to hear it. Then somebody that's gonna watch the replay and gonna listen at stuff that we're talking about and listen at some of the strategies that they can use to try to start healing. and it's gonna help you because that's what I'm all about. I'm all about that. And my enlightening, heal, yes, that's empowering. That's me. Miss J Speaks. That's what I'm all about. So whenever y'all see a segment that I want to do, and if it sits upon your heart that you want to be a guest, I put the link up there and I put the form, fill it out. Cause like I said now, whatever topic be, and if it's you that you want to be up, topic may be that has involved you, that's your first step of trying to heal. That's your journey. Don't feel like, don't let anybody tell you, oh, you're going to be telling your business. See, that's that simple-minded one. That's not, it's not about telling you, but it's about trying to heal, try to start your journey, especially you ain't never talked about it. Especially you ain't never talked about it. But
Heal, and then you could help somebody else heal.
exactly, because somebody gonna need to hear this. Real DJ said, keep it real all day early. That's right. Keep it real. Yes. Trust issues featuring, yes. Okay, so this right here is a video. It's called Trust Issues featuring DJ Monster. Y'all go and watch that. Y'all go and watch that. Called Trust Issues. I've seen it. It's really good. It's on YouTube. It's some music. Y'all go and watch that. And it's featuring DJ Monster. It's called Trust Issues. Y'all go watch that. So with that being said, Nadine, in the last words.
Well, regardless of what you go through, I've been through many things. You'll have no clue, but Angela does.
Yeah.
Because she's one person I could say I trust that I could talk to.
Yep. Cause I ain't saying nothing. That
And
Mm-mm.
I've never given up. So don't ever give up hope on yourself, regardless of what you've been through.
That's right.
Because it don't take one person to guide you through it, who's been through it, to
There you
get you
go.
back on the right track.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
even with all the betrayals I've been through, I still had healthy relationships, long ones.
See, it can be done. Didn't I just say you still can come back stronger? You can heal and come back stronger. Y'all know Miss J love y'all. I so thank y'all for coming in here watching this. And I so apologize for the technical difficulties. But I'm sorry, but look, it happens. Internet been working fine all week, but now the daytime for my show. Now it wanted to cut all out, cut off all of that. I'm like, what in the world? But you know what? One monkey. If you want to go, baby, walk on out the door. Just one
Mhm.
thing you remember: one monkey don't stop, no show. This train gonna
I
keep
know that's
on
right.
moving, and that's
Yeah, girl.
exactly what Miss J did. This
Yep.
train kept right on moving. Hey,
That's
Miss
it.
J
Keep it
kept right
moving,
on
my
moving.
dear.
I
Keep it
sure did.
moving. Keep it
I left
moving.
from out of Studio One and came here in
Mhm.
Studio Two. I said, "Cause
Mhm.
we're gonna get this done today." We sure did.
Yep.
And now, in
And we
announcement,
have some wonderful unwind products.
yes, that's what I
No
was getting ready to say.
THC. No THC.
Mm-hmm. That's what I was getting ready to say,
That
Nadine.
means it's not going to get you high. It's going to have you relaxed.
Mm-hmm.
And everything to think about. And we have it for all different occasions. We have the bath salt. We have
Yes,
the
we got bath
candle.
salts now. Yeah,
We got the
that's what I
massage
that's
cream. We
that's what
have
I
the
was getting ready to do.
lubrications.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think
I
I
was
might
getting
have,
ready to do that.
I think I might have something close to me. Let me
I,
see what I could pull out for y'all.
I was getting ready to do that, Nadine, to
Madam, this is our lube.
let them know.
And
Let
on the
them
back,
know.
there's a QR code that you scan, and it will tell you everything about CBD.
I was getting ready to let them know that we got a couple announcements because doing my shows either before. No, I think my announcements need to come after I finish. Um, so I have an announcement that I want to make
Mm.
next month. the because I don't want to tell y'all no.
I know this month is PTSD awareness month. Next month I believe is I think May is always masturbation month or some other stuff. They have so many different months of different things and stuff like that. She will be back again. The technical difficulties won't stop no shows,
Yes,
but you know they have all kind of different things, girl.
May the 28th. Wait a minute, that's Memorial Day week. That's Memorial Day weekend, ain't it? May the 28th.
Mm.
Anyway, that's a Saturday. May the 28th. Actually, May is Women's Vaginal Health Month. So May the 28th, we're gonna Nadine and I and a couple more of our BKBC sisters, we're gonna have put on an event strictly for women's vaginal health. Okay. So be on the lookout for my flyer to be coming through. And also starting next month, I will be doing a makeup masterclass featuring, yes, candy coated products and candy coated, and we have gotten some makeup brushes. But this is going to be a paid event. It's going to be on Facebook, but it's going to be paid event. I'm gonna have all the details coming out in the middle of next week, so you'll see how you can be able to get do the event and get into the event. You're gonna be able to see all of that. But it's gonna be a paid event on Facebook. And let me see. I think that's it.
Well, men,
Oh,
we
wait a
have
minute.
forgot about you. We're gonna have events for men too, so
Right? Yes. Yeah.
stay
Exactly.
tuned. Stay
Exactly.
tuned.
Oh, that's right. Oh,
That's
that's don't
just
forget.
men, but the events we have is always for men and women.
Yeah.
But we're gonna have some just men events to
Yeah.
teach you about your
Yeah. About you. Yeah.
blends and all kind of whatever, all the different names of
Exactly.
what they're,
So
not just a penis. We're gonna break it down for you. So
that's
you can know
right.
the
So
different parts and the benefits of whatever we're gonna be teaching you.
May the weekend of May the 6th through the 8th. We'll also be gonna be doing a Mother's Day weekend event
Blitz.
blitz. Nadine and I and some more BKBK sisters. Be lookout for the flyer for that. And this is gonna be the 6th, 7th, and 8th. But the thing of this is we have a private VIP group on Facebook. You're gonna have to come in there for this blitz. Okay, you're gonna have to come in there. And so what I'm gonna do, up under the this video, I'm gonna link the or
Facebook
Nadine,
group. The
can you do
Facebook
it?
group.
Can you go ahead on and do it, Nadine? Type the Facebook group in there.
Yeah, I'll take care
So
of that after this.
okay, so but you're gonna have to be in a group of this because it's just gonna be live there. It's not gonna be live on Miss J Speaks, none of that. It's gonna be live in our personal VIP group, and it's for non-consultants only. Just for people, non-consultants only for this group. Okay. Nadine is gonna put down the group name. So y'all come on, men and women, y'all come on and join it. This is gonna be the week of the 6th, 7th, and 8th of May. It's gonna be a Mother's Day Blitz. All right. So
Yeah.
come on in the group. You're gonna get more information concerning that. All right. So that's all my
And
that's
any other
all
events that y'all might need us to do, y'all might have the kinky side events. We do masquerade parties. We do dungeon parties.
yes, yeah,
We
yeah.
do bachelorette and bachelor parties. We do birthday parties. You know, just want to self care yourself. We do all kind of parties. So whatever your team gonna be, you let us know, and we will bring the show. You bring the people, and we'll bring the show and the products. So tell a friend, and a friend tell a friend. Share the like. Share the the live, like it and comment, and join our Facebook group. Okay, she'll be right back. Then we will close out. And thanks to everyone that's watching
It's got to get
and will be
corrected.
watching the replay.
Yeah. So
Thanks to
y'all
everyone.
have a good night.
Yes,
Y'all
have
have
a
a good
wonderful,
night.
blessed night. Be safe
Have a
and stay out of
blessed night.
trouble. Stay out of
Yes.
trouble.
And just remember, if you've had some trauma, you can heal and come back stronger. All right.
Yes.
Love y'all.